All right, happy Thursday, guys. So again, as mentioned in the prior videos there, guys, check our blog daily and check our Instagram, Facebook, all that to keep updated. Again, we might do any changes, something might come up and we might need to change based on the phases and what the government authorities are telling us. So please check our blog so that you can stay updated. Also get your emails updated if you haven't done that, so we can send you those newsletters or anything that we need to get to you ASAP to let you know what the schedule is like. Same thing in that blog that was posted on the Monday. There is a challenge, so make sure you guys read up on that challenge as well. Get yourself informed on it, and if you have questions, let us know right away. I'm going to pass it over to Chris for the workout of the day.
Hey guys, today we have a 15-minute AMRAP. So we're starting off with 10 hollow rocks, then you're going for 20 alternating pistols, 10 more hollow rocks, and then 20 alternating gorilla rows. So this is one of those workouts here where you just want to keep moving at a consistent pace. All of the things on here, all the movements on here should be done unbroken. So you should be able to get through it unbroken, unless you're kind of taking a calculated rest. So like if you think like your cardio is really going hard and you want to rest in between movements, or maybe as you start fatiguing, those pistols start getting the legs a little bit, so after 10 you want to shake out the legs, grab a couple breaths and get moving again. Same as the alternating gorilla rows. If that weight's starting to get more and more challenging as the workout goes on, there's nothing wrong with standing up, shaking out the arms, getting set up again, doing this in a set of 10 and 10. You don't want to pick anything where you got to break it into like sets of like 3 or 2. That would be too much at any point. So the goal here is to just keep it moving for that full 15 minutes at a consistent pace. If you get close to the end of the AMRAP, let's say you got a couple, 2-3 minutes left and you feel like you still have a lot of energy, pick up your pace. So start at a medium pace, pick it up as you go, try to avoid just coming out really hard and fast out the gates and then fizzling out as you go. Looks like a really fun one today, lots of variety, so enjoy this one. We'll pass it over to Yash for the afterburner.
All right guys, afterburner, 3 super slowly sets there of 30 bent over flies and 30 alternating single arm curls. So we've done this one before. Let's see if you can go a little bit heavier, or if you didn't do them unbroken, you did it 20 reps, see if you can get to 30 reps unbroken each time. Try to get that burn so you guys can look like this after that workout. All right, so we'll see you guys next for the warm-up.
Okay, let's get ready to warm up here. We're going to start off today's warm-up with the 90-90 hip rotation. So opening up the hips. Really the 90-90 is to focus on your internal rotation and your external rotation in your hips. A lot of times, whether you're squatting, you're running, box jumping, anytime you're moving the legs, we're not necessarily moving effectively in our hips because the rotation in our femur, so your thigh bone, isn't necessarily recruiting all the correct muscles. What I'm trying to get at is your hip flexor, your psoas, to be specific, tends to get neglected. So this 90-90 really helps, guys, to open it up, loosen it up, and slowly start firing those smaller muscles. You start in your seated position, heels on the ground, guys. Knees are about 90 degrees. From here, notice how my hands are hip in line with my hips or slightly behind. You can play around with this. You're gonna drop your knees, okay? If you drop your knees and you feel maybe it's a stretch, whether it's on either leg, hang out there, hold it, okay? If you can't touch your knee to the floor, just gently try to push down as your body relaxes. Now it might be tricky to see, but my knees are actually about 90 degrees, both of them. That's where the name comes, the 90-90. From here, I'm going to rotate my knees to the other side without lifting my heels off the ground. So notice how I'm just rotating, but my heels did not change position, okay? So now I'm feeling a little tight here, so I can feel the stretch myself. So I have to reposition my hand. The key here is do not reposition your heels. It's really easy to like, yeah, I'm doing it, but you're actually not rotating through your hips when you're moving your feet. so you're gonna rotate in your hip, so this thigh for me is externally rotating as this one is internally rotating. So I'm feeling that rotation in my hips. Then I reverse the order. External rotation, internal rotation on the opposite side. The key here, guys, use this as a stretch. Feel the rotation in your hips. As you get more comfortable, come off the ground with your hands. See, can you not move your heels, but use that core to stabilize yourself. After you've done that, now let's get that heart rate going. Let's get those muscles fired up, guys. We're gonna go for 3 rounds, 30, 20, and 10. Alternating step up. So starting with 30, alternating step ups. You're gonna go up, step down, go up, step down. Trying to fire up the hamstrings and glutes on that one, okay? Stabilize your knee, so don't let your knee drop depending on how your object is. Watch for that, okay? Once you've completed the 30, then you're gonna go into your push-up position. So your high plank. From here, shoulders over your wrist. You're gonna bring your knee to the opposite side. Bring your knee to the opposite side. You're going for 30 mountain climbers, crossing your body, getting your core fired up, okay? From there, my last movement, going for some bent over flies. So I'm using these 10-pound plates here today. I'm gonna hinge at the hips, so lean forward by sneaking my bum back. From there, my back is flat, and then I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades, bring it down. Squeeze my shoulder blades, bring it down. Do it until 30. As you squeeze your shoulder blades, don't roll forward. It's okay to bend the elbows slightly so you can maximize the usage of your upper back. If you have the flexibility in your bicep and your triceps and your back muscles, feel free to go straight, guys, but play around with it to make sure you get the most out of your back without lowering the plate down too much. So you're not doing this, okay? Try to keep them in line to your shoulders. Once you've completed 30, you're gonna roll back onto your step up for 20, repeating your movement, working your way down on the last round, doing that final round of 10. Have a great warm-up. See you next in the workout.
All right, guys, we're here for the workout movements. AMRAP 15, starting off those 10 hollow rocks. So hollow rocks here, guys. Great core movement here, and working on that coordination while you're rocking to maintain that position. So to get into that hollow position before you do the actual rock itself, let's go into a pike or seated position here, legs straight. And then we're going to round that back and sit back until those legs kind of hover off the ground while I'm keeping that rib cage nice and tight. From here, guys, hands can go overhead or to your sides. You're going to rock back and forth. You don't have to do too much of a rock here. If it's challenging to keep your legs out straight, let's keep them bent, but still tighten up that core so you have that kind of ball shape on your back. You can also put your hands around those shins to help you out a little bit with that rock. Play around with it. The main thing, guys, is that you want to really crunch in those abs, kind of make that banana shape with your body to keep that hollow body position. 10 hollow rocks there, guys. Then it's going to follow up with 20 alternating pistols. With those pistols, guys, we're alternating legs each time, and you guys can use an option, whether it be the regular pistol or some kind of reverse lunge or a hybrid of that reverse lunge towards a pistol. So let's talk about that reverse lunge first, guys. You can use a weight if you want today, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. Think about that reverse lunge. As you're bringing that foot back, you're trying to bring that shin down to the ground and not necessarily the actual foot down to the ground. Then that will put more weight on that front foot and mimic that pistol a little bit better and help progress you towards a pistol. So again, what that looks like is I'm stepping back, trying to get my shin down to the ground as best as I can, and then stand back up with that front foot. You'll alternate between the two for the 20 reps. Another option you guys can do is put your foot around the opposite, and you're going to do that single-legged squat on that front foot, and you can use that back foot to kind of push off that leg or you can also put it on the ground behind you for a little bit more balance as you're coming up. So also a great option for your pistol to isolate that leg on its own and to work on that stability. So choose an option here where you guys can stay consistent for those pistols, guys. Last one we're going to talk about is that alternating gorilla row. Great exercise to work that back, work on that pulling strength and the coordination. So with that gorilla row, guys, make sure you have two objects you can use for this. Make sure they're the same weights. You're going to pick them up, sumo stance here, bend at the hips, bring it so that the weights are about mid-shin height there. From here, I'm going to row that kettlebell in, keeping that elbow in nice and tight. As that dumbbell is, or that kettlebell is coming down, I'm rowing the next kettlebell up. And as it comes back down, again, kind of alternating their positions each time. Make sure it's not that you bring it down, then bring this one up. You want to bring the opposite kettlebell up simultaneously as the other one comes down. As you do this, guys, keep that back flat. Make sure you're breathing at each rep. Hope you guys enjoy it. Keep that pace going up. We'll see you guys next for the afterburner. All right, guys, it's your returning champion, University of Miami. We're going to start off with 3 super Swole sets with those bent over flies. So grab any object, make sure they're the same weight here. We're going to bend over at the hips. We're going to have a slight bend in those elbows, and we're going to get those arms out as much as we can, trying to squeeze the shoulder blades and those lats at the top. Get that extra squeeze for more definition. We're going to go for 30 reps here, try and see if you can do all 30 in a row here. One thing, make sure you're not shrugging those shoulders as you're doing it. Keep those shoulders down, especially when you're in that bent over position. So 30 of those flies. Once you're done, make sure you hike up those arm sleeves there. Then pick up your dumbbells. That's the most important part of it. From here, guys, you're going to go for those alternating curls. So keep those elbows in. You're going to curl that dumbbell or whatever weight you have all the way up. Make sure you squeeze at the top again for that extra definition. 30 alternating reps here. Make sure those elbows don't wander out to the side. Keep the elbows in. Hope you guys enjoy this and get super swole. See you guys for tomorrow's workout.